What's up, everybody? Nintendo gave us an Indie World showcase to watch, so we're gonna watch it. Short and to the point. No clever intro that time. Just a bunch of indie games. Oh, I saw this one before. This little play as a mouse is very Zelda-esque. I really want to play this. Ba, 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 ba. Whoa! That was a hideous face. Who's that? Meta Knight? That's what it looked like, Meta Knight.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Indie World. I'm Ariko.
And I'm Tyler.
Hello.
We're back to showcase a batch of new indies coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. Since the launch of Nintendo Switch, indie games have brought us fresh perspectives, unique styles, and taken us on unforgettable adventures.
The support of these independent developers means there's something to play for everyone. We can't wait to discover what new experiences talented indie developers around the world are bringing to both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
And without further ado, let's dive into some titles for Nintendo Switch.
Nice. What is this? Music's a bit wonky. Save Bird Kind. I don't think that was a bird. You got the slingshot. That's creepy. This art style is interesting, though. It's real gritty. Well Dweller. Brrrah.
Oi, eu sou o Pedro, artista e designer do Neverway.
Eu sou Isadora, programadora e escritora do jogo. Quando começamos a fazer o Neverway, nós nos inspiramos em vários elementos de jogos que a gente ama. E nisso tentamos criar algo único.
A gente também notou como que usar contraste deixa a experiência muito mais fortes. Uma cena de terror, por exemplo, é muito mais impactante logo depois de algo acolhedor.
Esperamos que isso torne o mundo de Neverway muito mais vivo para vocês. E que vocês gostem do que vamos mostrar hoje.
There was a little bit of...
You ever want
Wait.
to quit your job, move to a farm, and become the immortal herald of a dead deity?
Sounds
Never mind.
intriguing. Tell me more.
It sounded intriguing to Fiona too, who hopes to survive
Get it-
this unusual
Couldn't
set
read
of
it in time.
circumstances in Neverway, a nightmarish life sim RPG co-created by the pixel artist of Celeste, with an original soundtrack from the composer for Fez and Hyperlight Drifter.
Nightmarish?
Don't worry, these
This actually
circumstances
looks
come
good,
with
too.
a sword that Fiona uses to explore and fight through the Neverway, an alternate reality leaking into her own.
That sounds intense.
I kind of like the
No,
simplistic
not at
colors.
all. Along the way, she'll meet a variety of charming characters, each with their own unique routine.
It's very
and story
dull,
to
but
follow.
it's a dull looking color
Romance,
scheme,
or
but
deceive them to
it's
unlock
clearly
buffs
not
and
from, like,
combat
you
abilities
know,
to help you on your journey.
Okay.
It's
I'd
not
like to give this
from
immortal
it's
herald
intentionally done that way, but it's not done in a
Answer the
way that
call.
makes it look like it was
Persist
lazily
in
done or
every
something like that.
dimension. Engage in
Or like it's
fast-paced
trying to
combat
look like that.
and pay off
It's
your debt
it's
and
enhancing
Neverway
the visuals. That's
descends
what I'm trying
onto
to say.
Nintendo Switch next year.
It looks dull in a good way. Let me put it like that. It's like some kind of shepherd game. So you lead your herd. Just across the world?
From the publisher of Firewatch comes Herdling, a new adventure from
Herdling?
the creators of the acclaimed Far series.
An
In this
appropriate
tale of
title.
beauty and companionship, guide a herd of mysterious creatures into the mountains and beyond.
The journey will be challenging but breathtaking as you traverse fog-wreathed forests, forgotten valleys, and snowy plateaus.
As you cross these diverse biomes, discover more of the fabled beasts known as calicorns and add them to your herd.
You'll also encounter eerie dangers, formidable obstacles,
But I
and
wonder,
environmental puzzles
like,
as you climb higher and
can these
forge your way
creatures
to the
die?
mystery at the summit.
Wield your staff to guide the calicorns and join their exhilarating stampedes.
Embark on a tale of trust and survival when Herdling climbs onto
Like,
Nintendo
if-
Switch August 21st.
Is there like a
Pre-orders begin
determining
later
factor of how
today
many of
on
these creatures you
Nintendo
can
eShop.
have in your herd that determines like how the story progresses?
Window seat or aisle?
Window. Booth or table?
Booth. Lone wolf or life of the party?
Ooh, now that's a tough one.
Well, those are the types of decisions you'll have to make in this pleasant puzzle game where you organize groups of people.
Is this seat
according to
taken?
their preferences. You're in charge of who sits where.
Play seating matchmaker to please picky characters by dropping them into social situations and watching them react.
Discover each character's unique traits, from the relatable to the outlandish. Everyone has a seat at the table.
Piece together these satisfying puzzles at your own pace.
Okay.
And unlock fun new scenarios like bus rides, banquets, limo rides, and
It's a
more.
puzzle game, okay.
Sit back, relax, and find the perfect spot for everyone in Is This Seat Taken? Launching on Nintendo Switch
That's
later
cute.
today.
Your favorite big city
Ah.
just got even
Little
bigger.
Kitty Big City.
That's right. Little Kitty Big City is back with a free update, chock full of brand new opportunities for mischief.
Use the cat customizer to give your kitty a fresh new look. Or
There you
even
go.
recreate your favorite fur ball.
Once you're
This is a
looking
cute-looking game, too.
meowvelous, head out into the city to explore new areas, make new friends, and check in on some familiar faces.
Get your paws dirty as you learn skills from your puppy pal. Or strut your stuff for the fanciest feline celebrity in the whole wide city.
With a catwalk like that, it's a good thing you can also unlock additional camera mode features to
Cat used
capture it all.
flamethrower.
Say
What it looks like it's-
cheese.
That's not a cat pun.
You
That's
gotta be
terrifying.
kidding me.
The Little Kitty Big City free picture perfect update launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
Free updates are always fun. Because they're
Hope
free!
you're looking forward to the Nintendo Switch games you just saw.
Next up, let's take a look at some indies bound for Nintendo Switch 2.
We're going into the present!
Back and under attack.
Nintendo Switch 2 version?
Put on a brave face, squad up with your friends, and hop into the
Oh,
Dining
this is
Bell
that
as you try to go
live
viral in
streamer
the
game.
Online co-op horror game. Content warning.
Grab
Yeah.
your camera, courage, and cursed items for some shenanigans down in the depths of the old world.
Film as many happenings as possible before you run out of breath, batteries, or buddies.
As long as one of you makes it back to the surface, you can upload your footage to SpookTube, grab some popcorn, and watch the views roll in.
You've got 3 days to hit your view quota. More eyeballs equal more moolah. And the more ad revenue you can generate,
This is
the
an
less gear you
interesting,
can
like,
acquire
setup
your
for a
next
game.
run. What could possibly go wrong?
Fame
Well,
and
Jesus.
misfortune await in Content Warning, coming to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
I
next
think
year.
I would play that one.
Hi, I'm Kenny Sun, and today I'm excited to share Ball Pit. It's an action roguelite that uses elements inspired by some of my favorite games, like Hold Down, Vampire Survivors, and Loop Hero. I'm working with a
3
brilliant
games
team of
I've never
artists who
played.
brought the world to life with a beautiful low polypixel art style, as well as composer.
Don't tell
Amos
me
Rodman,
somebody's gonna
whose
try
post-credit
to
soundtrack locks you into the
William
rhythm of
Tell
the
this
action.
guy.
We can't wait to share with you all.
Arrow's gonna fly and
Time to have
pierce
a
the
ball
apple
in
that
the
was sitting on his
brand
head.
new Survival roguelike, Ball Pit.
In the ruins of old Balbalon, you'll battle through
Balbalon.
auto-scrolling levels with brick-breaking style attacks using a bevy of balls that
Oh, this is
bounce
like a-
around the battlefield. Whew.
This is like a
That's
chaotic
all
arcade
we've
game.
There are over 60 randomized balls to equip and combine during your journey. Experiment with powerful and unexpected synergies to blast your way through the pit.
Collect resources as you progress to build out new Balbalon with over 70 distinct buildings, earning you additional power-ups, bonuses, characters, and more.
Each region of the pit offers its own special set of hazards, on top of swarms of increasingly challenging foes and mighty screen-filling bosses. This pit is packed.
Fortunately, you'll meet other treasure hunters along the way who can add their individual skills and upgradable powers to your arsenal.
Experimentation and adaptation are crucial to the success of new Balbalon.
Okay.
So go out and create total chaos against the approaching hordes in Ball Pit, bouncing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2 this fall.
That did look
And
interesting.
Nintendo Switch October 15th.
Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. A course builder? Eight-player mode. I can't tell if it's like a course builder or if it's just like a racing platformer game. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. Okay.
スタジオスノブラインドの渋谷です。
音楽担当とのぬです。
カイです。
グレイシャドは私のホームである北海道の豊かな生態系や寒冷な気候からインスピレーションを受けて生まれまし
I
た。
like how one of them was like, I'm from this.
声も多様して
and
情景を描きました。
自然にインスパイア
Two of them were like,
まるでいて
I'm from this place, I'm from this. And then the guy in the middle was just like,
遠い未来の
I'm Kai.
最長の一だと彼らの視点で展開する物語を
I am from
ご覧
nowhere.
ください。
65 million years in the future, the Everwinter has encased Earth within a permanent layer of ice. But under the surface, a new chapter unfolds.
We didn't make it.
Glaciered, you play as a Twai, an evolved avian species descended from dinosaurs, endowed with the abilities needed to protect the Everwinter oceans.
These stunning underwater worlds are full of mysteries that are waiting to be explored and defended.
So,
As you swim through these scenic vistas, you'll engage
There's Zoras
ferocious marine
from
beasts
Zelda.
in real-time combat. Unleash melee and ranged
It looks
attacks,
just like a
along with
Zora.
special abilities to fell these foes.
Use experience gained from these battles to build up your Twi's wings and various abilities to become the Everwinter's ultimate protector.
Get ready to soar the seas at the end of time in Glaciered, launching as a timed console exclusive on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this holiday.
okay.
Before we go, let's check out a few more exciting indie games heading to Nintendo Switch
Before we
2
go, oh,
and
already
Nintendo
over?
Switch.
Winter Burrow. I bet this is copyrighted music. Another rat game. People really like to play as rats. Undusted. Letters from the past. Okay, so you just find old stuff and clean it up. Okay. Tiny Bookshop. I'm not sure if I've seen that one before or not, though. I don't think so. Caves of Cud? Or Quud? Strange Antiquities. Or what is this? A game about tracking down rare artifacts? Opus Prism Peak? That's some, oh, this is an Animal Crossing knockoff. That other game looked like a Studio Ghibli sort of game. UFO 50. I think I've heard about that game. A walrus.
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you
Okay.
enjoyed the games in today's showcase.
A big thank you, as always, to our indie community and partners for bringing their craft,
That's pretty
adventures,
short.
and imaginations to players on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on the latest news from Indie World.
Okay.
Until next time, happy gaming!
Happy gaming. We're happy here. I don't know what to say. They didn't really show off that many games. Mina the Hollower is an interesting looking game. Definitely, like, I love the Zelda-like appeal of it there. The thing about making games that look retro like this is that with modern technology, you can do a whole lot more with them. So it retains that classic Game Boy Color look, but it also will have modern functionality, and it's only limited by like artistic choice, really. So that's a game that looks interesting. Well Dweller, I cannot say Well Dweller. This looks interesting, kind of dark, but also there's a little bit of cuteness to it too. It's a weird sort of game. I'm not really sure how to feel about it. It's a little bit weird, a little bit grungy looking at the same time. They definitely wanted to like try to blend those two art styles. Neverway actually looks really interesting. And this is one of those situations where the game is going to use limited color palettes and it jumps from one to the other. This is primarily green, this is primarily blue or red, but if you look, the actual art quality is very good. So this might be the game that stood out to me the most out of all of them here. Herdling, I don't know that I would play this, but the premise is interesting. This idea of having to herd these, I guess, legendary creatures across the world. Who knows where they're going, but like, I would like to know, is there a set number of these creatures out there that you have to find? Can they die? What will happen if you have this gigantic herd? How many can you collect at one time? Can you go out and like take them to wherever you're taking them and then go out and find more? I don't know. There's a whole lot of unanswered questions here, but this one is kind of interesting. Is this Seat Taken is one of those cutesier games? I don't know that I would play this, but again, just because I wouldn't play it doesn't mean that it's not a good game. And who knows? I would play this. I don't know, but you never really can tell. This is why it's important to try to play different types of games. Just because something doesn't necessarily look like it would appeal to you, maybe it will. Keep an open mind. Little Kitty Big City is a game I actually am a little bit interested in. Like, I'm not dying to play it, but I kind of like this idea of you play as a kitty cat and you just go and explore. It reminds me of Untitled Goose Game, but maybe on a grander scale. So it might be worth checking out. Content warning, it looks like it would be amusing. I can't remember what the name of that game was that came out. Something Company or something? I can't remember. The game where you run around and you collect stuff and a bunch of weird things happen. It's almost the exact same kind of game like this, I think, except the whole point is to have your cameraman film the crazy stuff and then see how many points you get for the footage. So that actually is kind of it's interesting. It's a game about becoming a successful live streamer, or more like a paranormal I don't know, like those paranormal investigators. Like, that's kind of that as well. Ball Pit looks kind of good. I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know that I'm necessarily really into this kind of game, just this type of game, but I like the visuals. I think they look good. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. Okay, so it did say build. So you can build a race course and then play against with up to 8 players at a time and race each other. So that's an interesting take. Another one of these cutesier looking games. It's very chaotic though. I wonder, like, if you fall too far behind, will it kick you out of the race? Glaciered, I still think that this, like, oh, this is a descendant from birds. They've gone back underwater. So, like, in the past, dinosaurs came from the water. They became, these water creatures came on the land, became the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs became the birds. Well, then the earth got really, really cold, and the birds went back into the water, and now we're, the circle of life. Started out in the water, went back to the water. And then there was a montage at the end with some interesting looking games there. Not a whole lot of, like, headline worthy stuff announced here. I don't even think some of the stuff was actually announced. It's mostly updates and stuff. But I want to try to start checking out more indie games, because I feel like if you like video games, you need to also be looking towards the smaller dev teams and trying to give them as much of a chance to stand out and show off what they can do, because that's how games like, Among Us, Fall Guys, a lot of these different smaller games just by chance exploded in popularity, and they got way bigger. So you never know when an indie game is gonna just become the next big thing. So you should always, like I said earlier, keep your eyes out for something fun and interesting. Just because it's not a major franchise doesn't mean that it won't be fun or creative or, thought-provoking. Video games are art. They're meant to tell a story. So always be on the lookout for something that's a little bit different that might be worth your time. But anyway, what do you guys think? Was there anything in this Indie World Showcase that really stood out to you? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. And be sure to come back and we'll watch more of these Indie World Showcases whenever the next one drops. Till then, we'll see you later.